Welcome back to SpeedChat Plus, where the games are gaming and the gamers are also gaming.
We
I'm
sure are.
joined here with my lovely co-host, Mr. Michael Smirky, and as always, I am Aaron Megasnoop. We play video games, we talk about video games, and we share the love as much as we can. And today, we have a few things to talk about. Mostly, it's just going to be Game Award stuff, but, we have a few little things to showcase, like, share our own video games. Something I wanted to shout out was a couple of physical items I have here. The first one is that I was given a physical copy of Yooka-Laylee on the Switch 2.
That's right. It looks so good.
This one finally came in, and when I opened it up, it came with stickers, and one of them's missing because I already put it on my mini fridge. Can you see it? It's right. It's right there. Do you see it? It's right.
I sure
right
do.
There it is.
From all the way over here. I clearly see it. You didn't even have to point it out to me.
Oh yeah, you see the exact sticker I put on there, right? Yeah. And then it also has like this little map where it shows all like the map of the Grand Tomes and stuff, and a couple of the Polaroids that they took. And so that's a couple of the goodies that came inside. And then you'll see that there's no game inside. What? That's because it's in my Switch 2 already.
Whoa.
I know. This is a good game, though. I know that you have 50 million games to play, and I always nag you about all the games that you should play. But like, if you play that again, I will watch. It is well worth the play.
Well, I would love to play that if I had a Switch too. So
you have it on PC.
I do have it on
You're like
PC.
Most of the way through the game, halfway through the game, or something like that.
Halfway, yeah.
I do have one more physical item I wanted to show off, though. Carly and I went over to her grandma's house, and we were going through her basement because she's, getting rid of a bunch of her old stuff. And
you were raiding the basement?
We were raiding the basement. On top of a bunch of PlayStation 1 games that we found. We didn't take those with us, obviously, because we don't have a PlayStation 1. We wouldn't be able to play them. But we did find this really cool little nugget, right? This is a Game Boy Color, one of those OG ones where you can, like, see through it and everything.
That's so sick.
And you will never guess what the game in here is. Give it one guess.
Mario Golf.
It's not. It is Monsters Inc.
Yo.
The craziest thing about it too is that like as old as this is, it still turns on. Like the battery in it still works. Like there it is. Game Boy does the whole thing and it's booting up and it's going. You can't see because it's dark because this is before they had the backlit, but yeah, Disney Interactive. Yeah,
Disney
Pixar. I'm turning it off now. I don't want to waste the little battery it has, but this is one of those OG ones that you can see through it. And the thing is, Carly always knew that this one was hers. Her and her friends always had them when she was like growing up, and they were all playing together. But she could distinguish which one was hers because in the bottom corner there's a Dorito stuck in it. He's like right there on like the green chip. There's an orange chip.
And he's just hanging out, honestly.
And it's been there for like 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe longer,
That's how you know. That's how you know that Carly was a real gamer.
Oh, totally
honestly.
True. And I asked her, I was like,
cred.
how did you even get it in there? And she's like, I don't know.
You just blinked and you're like, oh. Okay.
So, if anything, I'm going to keep this as a collector's item. I'm going to find somewhere in my background to have it set up, but I haven't found like a good enough spot yet. And when the time arises and I have the ability to, I would love to have this opened up and cleaned and get that Dorito taken out. I know the Dorito is like, it builds character, right? There's no other Game Boy has a little Dorito in it, but I feel like it just looks better without the Dorito. So I don't know. That's my little show and tell for the week. Thank you
it's not like you can dissect it to remove the Dorito.
I know, right? Put it under and then get the doctor in for operation. He's like, scalpel. Right? Like
you get the mask and the like fit and you go in on stream and you're like, all right, everybody, you got the heart monitor sound effect
beep,
in the
beep.
background. Like,
beep beep. Beep beep. Quick, we're losing him. Give me a defibrillator. Boom. Right? Like
clear.
Bring! Oh, thank God. Right? He lives.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. Doctor, you've done it again.
How does he do it?
Tell you, 5 PhDs weren't for nothing.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, the 5 Minecraft PhDs. I got a PhD in crafting. I got a PhD in foraging. I got a PhD in building. I got a PhD in Ender Dragon crafting again.
Man.
All right, but we got
That's
some fun shout outs here that we want to go over real quick because a lot of cool stuff happened over the past week. The first one happened the day we're recording this, where Michael was on stream here, and you have, what is it, hashtag Claws My Cause. What can you tell me about that real quick before we get into the clip?
Claws My Cause is like a tradition every holiday season. The fundraising platform Tiltify will work with different content creators to literally go around and basically be like a charity Santa. So they go around with their communities and they take the company dime, and things are always better with company dime. And
of course, right? Like if I don't have to spend my money, I'm gonna spend the evil corporation's money. Here we go.
Yeah. So they start, spreading out charity donos like candy. And if you have like, I had the overlay, but if you had like the tag or whatever on your stream, that maybe a Santa would swing by and maybe they might decide to toss some goodwill.
Maybe.
And I was just playing Toontown. I was chilling,
as you do.
And I literally mentioned, we're just chilling. And then as you see,
you're clip, chilling. You're because it's cold, because it's Toontown, because it's winter, because it's chilling. But anyway, let's roll the clip.
Okay, we're chilling.
You said we're chilling. And then Claws My Cause donated $1,000 right there.
Woohoo!
Just like straight up knocked it out.
Like, that goal was so silly, right?
That was quick. Usually you put up $1,000 and you're like, maybe we'll hit it. You don't expect to hit it instantly. This was your first day doing this. You had $11.66 before this, and it's like I don't doubt that you probably would have reached maybe a couple hundred before the end of the stream, but to have the actual cause itself come in and Claws My Cause.
And all the donations for my Project Ho campaign eventually go around and get triple matched by the company, the charity themselves, which is kind of cool. So that $1,000 is actually going to be $3,000.
Wow! Hey, congratulations, my man out here changing the world.
Big dono, big dono energy. That was a really awesome moment, and it's kind of nuts because I was like, oh yeah, we're just chilling, we're getting the presents, we're saving the day. Bam! Santa Claus is flying across the screen.
Big present dropped right there. I love
multiple presents on the overlay.
Yeah,
it was cute.
So
yeah, that was cool. Very awesome moment. So shout out Tiltify, and shout out my friend Chef Steve 330. Who is an awesome streamer that streams literally from his food truck in Fort Worth and makes a lot of really good food.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell him to make me a taco sometime. I'm really big on tacos.
And bells.
And bells. I do love the tacos and the bells. I wish I was sponsored, but you know what they're bringing back, by the way? By the time that this goes up, it'll be back already. The quesarito. The quesarito's finally coming back. And
big shout out. Big shout
out. I shouldn't be spending my money on Taco Bell, but I might have to go get some Taco Bell tomorrow just in honor of the quesarito. You know what I like to do? This is not gaming related whatsoever, but you take the quesarito, you put some nacho fries in it. You can do this from the app. You do the customization. You add nacho fries and you add guacamole, and that's a California burrito. And it's pretty darn good. Although it's not as big as a traditional California burrito, so they only throw 4 nacho fries in there, as opposed to an actual California burrito that's this big, and it's just an entire McDonald's French fry amount in there. But it's still pretty good. So
all right, sir, let me make sure I got your order right.
Let me jot this down real quick, dude. The burrito itself costs $10 though. It's not worth it for the price, but it's delicious if you have money to throw around.
That's basically your guilty pleasure.
It is. I have a few too many guilty pleasures. You know what is another guilty pleasure we just got from the grocery store? Buffalo flavored pretzels. Those kind of smack. I'm not going to lie. I had an entire bowl of them, and I'm like, I need to stop eating for the rest of the night.
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life. This is too much. The carbs, man. The carbs. But it's so good. All right,
it's the holidays, so carbs are okay. Don't worry.
That's true, right? They don't count during the holidays.
Yeah. They don't count. They don't count.
You know who else had a big moment on stream the other day, though? You're
Who?
familiar with Hollow Knight, right? Well, I want to
I'm
give
quite familiar.
I want to give like kudos where kudos is due. This creator's name is Gloom Shadows, and she is known for doing tough challenges on her Dance Dance Revolution pad, right?
I've probably seen a clip of her in the past, probably.
I'm sure you have, and if it's not the first one, it definitely won't be the last because she did the hardest challenge in Hollow Knight. As you can tell, it's a little modded. You have these fun little skins and whatnot,
Yeah.
but the challenge is still there all the same. This is the Path of Pain, and she did it on a dance pad. You know how hard it is to do this? Not even on a dance pad. Like, you don't get any room for error, no room for break, barely any room for buffer. You have to do every single jump precisely, do this entire gauntlet where there's literally no safe area. It's just a constant jump, swing, bounce, hover, parry, be able to
This looks
time
very
it correctly.
difficult.
It's difficult. She's doing it on a dance pad, and then under, over, hit, over, bounce, and then you have to do a fight. If you lose this fight, you have to do the whole parkour over again. So she goes in, now she's fighting two guys at the same time on her dance pad, takes out one of them with one of her special abilities, and then just a couple hits, takes a huge hit right there, but that's okay. Completes it right there. That is incredible. The look on her face says it all.
That's so
I
crazy.
think that might be the hardest thing I've ever done on a dance pad.
She's like, oh yeah,
Yes,
that was pretty tough. Yeah.
just a little tough. I saw this because Dexerto, did I say that right? Dexerto shouted this out as well, and I love that they don't just do gaming news. Every once in a while, they find a fun little gaming clip or something, and they share that too. And I don't know, it's so awesome to see small creators like this, because I checked out like her channel for a moment. She's only got she has less followers than we do on Twitter, right? And roughly about the same, like maybe less on Twitch. I'm gonna figure out how many Twitch followers she has, because now I'm curious. I want to dot my I's and cross my T's. Yeah, she's only at 8,000 followers on Twitch. It's great seeing these small creators doing amazing things, and we all start somewhere. You find something that works, you find a gimmick, people love the gimmick, and they come in and they watch you for the gimmick, and they stay because of your wonderful personality. And so everyone starts somewhere. If you're looking to be a creator, start with something hard. I'm telling you, you give it enough practice and it'll take you places. You never know.
Cool, now play Silk Song.
Yeah, now do it in Silk Song.
Yeah.
I'm sure she has. I haven't doubted it. Right? But
doubt.
Silk Song is still good. I still need to finish Silk Song. Speaking of, did you see that they already announced a new update for it? It's a new expansion.
Wow, Aaron, tell us more.
I don't have
a
the
blog post or something.
I'm sure there is.
Is.
I don't have it on hand, and it doesn't actually share a lot of information about the upcoming update for Hollow Knight Silk Song. As far as we know, it's just an expansion. So you finish the game, and then there's more to do now. Congratulations.
Because the game, it doesn't, the game totally needs more to do. It needs more hard stuff after all that hard stuff.
The fact of the matter is, if I know you haven't beaten the game and I haven't beaten the game, so I can't fault either of us for that. It's a tough game, but it's very rewarding if you do. But the fact of the matter is, once you beat the game, you're still not done with the game, because you hit the end of the game, you beat the final boss, and you hit the end credits. And that's only the end of Act 2. If you did things correctly, it doesn't end there. Somebody takes your place, and instead of you, I won't spoil the ending, but instead of you making a sacrifice, they make a sacrifice, and then you have another whole third of the game to play. Literally 33% of the game is locked behind a different ending. And so
wild.
It is a lot. There is a lot in that game. So any Silk Songers out there will tell you, they definitely know. But as far as this update goes, it's going to be an expansion, more area. But at the same time, they're also updating the original Hollow Knight with bug fixes and enhanced resolution things.
Pretty sure it's coming out on Switch 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're updating it for Switch 2. If you have the Switch 1 version, you get the Switch 2 upgrade for free. Always love it when that happens. Love it when PlayStation does the upgrades for free. Sometimes they make you spend $10, and that one's icky, but hey, $10 isn't too bad. But I love the upgrade for free. You love to see it, especially from Team Charity, who's all like, "We've made our money. We're just doing this for kicks now. We just do this for the love of the game."
Yeah.
And if
And
you
then
want
the
to,
gamers love them.
if you want to try the new enhanced like updates, the wider screen and whatnot, all the features, you can do it on the PC version right now by selecting the beta. So you just go in and you do properties betas and you click the beta version and it'll update to that. So there you go. There's your little bit of news. I only know all that information to
Nice.
regurgitate it because I made a short about it. So all that information is now ingrained in here. But yeah, so I love being able to share the things that I know about these games, and whenever there's news or anything, I'm happy to share that too.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Yo, actually, since we're talking about that, can we talk about the update for Cult of the Lamb as well? Did you see that one?
Oh, yeah, I did see that one.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'm gonna just bring up the actual. Where is the? Maybe I just bring up the Steam page. Do they have it on Steam? Okay, they do have the trailer on Steam, so we can at least showcase that and have this playing, because I am very much looking forward to this as well. I know that there are ways to obtain this early for a review, and I've thrown my name out there, and I'm fingers crossed hoping for the best. And if I don't, that's okay. I'm still going to spend money on it and play it anyway and still make my content for it. It'd be great if I could get it for free and early, but I'm going to accept what I get. I've been looking forward to this ever since I heard about it. Cult of the Lamb has been one of my like go-to games, and whenever I make a video on it, it usually does well. Some of my most viewed like shorts and TikToks have been Cult of the Lamb, showcasing the updates or little things that I found that I like, and people really seem to like that too. So this is a game that's near and dear to my heart. I play in co-op with my wife all the time, like just in a general evening. She'll be like, you want to play Cult of the Lamb together? And we'll just like, as little as like a month ago, we were playing this in the living room together. It's just something that we do. So January 22nd though, mark your calendar, Michael.
Not a bad way to start the new year, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here.
You've at least beaten the game, right? Like you've gotten that far.
I've beaten the base game, but I haven't gotten past the post game stuff yet.
That's okay. In order to access this area, you only need to beat the base game. The extra stuff is great because, spoiler alert, if you haven't played Cult of the Lamb before, after you beat the base game, you can go back and re-beat all the bosses again on a harder difficulty, and it allows you to like bring them in as followers in your camp. And so I have Leshy and the other ones, I'm just blanking on their names right now. I just love Leshy, okay? Leshy's my favorite. So I've got Leshy running around, and he's all like, I can't find my eye, but I love you, Lamb. Thank you for being my savior, and whatnot. And so, like, it's totally worth doing all that post-game content, too. So when this comes out, not only do I want to see you doing the Woolhaven stuff, I want to see you go back and get all the other bishops, too. I need to see it, Michael. I know you have such a tight schedule and you have so much going on, and I'm demanding so much from you, Michael. You're play the game for my leisure, Michael. I need to see it.
This man is literally half my backlog right now.
Come on, you're the content creator and I'm the viewer. Do what I say.
Don't work like that, Mr. Viewer.
But it does have a price. This is the first time we get to see a price. $17, or you can get the bundle where it's pre-purchased Cult of the Lamb, the Fate of the Lambs bundle. I already have the game, so when you just buy the bundle, instead of $16.99, it's like $16.70. It's like 20 cents cheaper. But you know what? The bundle is a bundle, or maybe it's a couple dollars cheaper. I'd have to check. Anyway, you can get it cheaper if you get the bundle.
Yeah, it's like, that DLC's great, but a bundle's a bundle.
But yo, a bundle's a bundle. Now I'm gonna actually check. I do have Steam open. Yeah. Let me take a look. Let me take a look-see here. Oh, I already had it up. Okay, it's like a whole $1. Okay, this is mine. Yeah, you can see it's just $15.29. It's literally an entire like $1.70 cheaper because I already have the first part of that bundle. So if I just add it to cart from the bundle, it's 10% off, right? Like, can't complain.
Okay, Mr. Cheat Codes over here.
So there's your cheat code. If you order early and get the bundle, there you go. It's cheaper, just barely, but it is. So pre-orders. Michael, how do you feel about pre-orders?
We love pre-orders.
Do
you know,
we?
I honestly haven't like done any pre-orders lately. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's
Okay,
been a
but
hot
Michael, look
minute
at me
since I
and tell
last
me that
pre-ordered
you've
something.
purchased a game recently.
Have I purchased a game recently?
Yeah. I mean,
I
most
don't
of the
think
time you just
recently.
kind of get codes for everything. You're living the dream of just getting free video games for life, right?
Right. I think the last time I purchased a game was Blueprints. Honestly,
And that is a good game.
I think
I'll hand it to you.
I
That's
think
a good game.
I think I did buy Blueprints like a month or two ago. Yeah.
No, someone was actually in my chat today while I was doing a stream for the Outbound Ghost, one of the Paper Mario likes that I'm playing, and they asked me, they're like, Aaron, would you rather give up Taco Bell forever, but you get free video games for life, or would you give up video games forever and get free Taco Bell for life? And I was like, man,
What was your answer?
that is a tough choice. I think I would give up Taco Bell for free video games for life, because it's like, as much as I love Taco Bell, there are like alternative food options I can explore, and it'll be tough because of how much I love Taco Bell. But video games are expensive, man. And it's like, I get some
They
video
are.
games for free, but I still pay for a lot of them, right? I paid for SpongeBob. I paid for Ghost of Yotei. What else? I paid for a good handful of them. So if I could just get every video game for free forever, oh, that's an easy deal, because I already spend way more money on video games than I do Taco Bell. And video games are my livelihood and my passion, and so like it's an easy choice, you know? What about you,
Yeah.
Michael? Would you rather give up video games or Taco Bell and get the other one free for life?
I'd also give up Taco Bell.
Yeah, probably.
Absolutely. Oh my god.
All right, we're a little off track, but that's okay. We just love talking about whatever we want here, and that's
Oh, yeah.
that's totally fine. But I wanted to share this. This I thought was really funny. GameStop is doing this like GameStop Awards, and it featured Scott the Woz.
God.
This was on GameStop's
Oh,
channel. The
that's cool.
the actual thumbnail was of Scott the Woz, and here I'll let you watch like the first few seconds of this before we get copyrighted on this. It's literally just a Scott the Woz video. I mean, like, it shows GameStop, but it's Scott the Woz.
If these walls could talk,
There he
huh?
is.
Hi, my name is Scott Wozniak. I've stepped foot in a GameStop 2 times in the past 3 years. This is one of those times.
This
GameStop
is
represents
one
everything
of
that
those
makes
times.
video games so exhilarating,
That's a great
extravagant,
intro.
and expensive. And we're here tonight to celebrate this past year in gaming.
So, like, yeah, he's part of the video, and it's just a showcase. They brought in a bunch of different creators to do different shout-outs and, like, different awards for GameStop's Game of the Year, GameStop's this. Yeah, and then, you know, you see Scott the Woz pop in. I was surprised I saw Mystic in here. This is a guy that where is it? Where is he? This guy? I have been watching this guy for like a good 5-6 years or so. I was watching him when I was working at PlayStation, and I would like get news about PlayStation from him and relay it to the executives at PlayStation. He was kind of my cheat code.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, he's an excellent YouTuber. 750,000 subscribers. Like, everything he does is PlayStation related, and he does a PlayStation news and recap every Friday. So definitely shout him out. But yeah, Scott the Woz is just sprinkled throughout this whole entire video, and I thought this was such
That's
a
great.
cool and base thing. Jacksepticeye is in this. I don't know if you saw that.
That's not Jacksepticeye.
Sorry, the other guy. Jack's Films. That's the other Jack.
That's
Jack.
the
It's,
other
the other,
Jack.
it's not Top of the Morning. It's Jack's Films. I'm getting my Jacks mixed up, okay?
Yeah.
So Jack's Films is in this, and so it's just really cool to see them like reach out to creators that they know people relate to and be part of such a wonderful video. So shout out GameStop
That's
for
cool.
kind of being based lately.
Self-aware.
I know, a little self-aware. And then they didn't stop just here, because then they got like this, it's literally a 28-second video of this girl named Riley, and all the comments
saw
are like,
this.
yeah, GameStop knows how to get us in the door. And
Hey, I'm Riley.
Yeah.
And welcome to GameStop.
I'm Riley, welcome to GameStop. Coming to
Today I'm here
GameStop,
talk about trading your
trade
own
stuff in.
consoles, games, and
However,
accessories to
if you come into
Bring them in
GameStop,
and we'll
you're
assess
probably
the
not going to
condition
find
and
me.
give you cash
You're
or
going to find some
price.
guy named Greg.
We accept a wide range of video games, consoles, and controllers.
But the reason why this was so monumental is because the moment that this aired, they added Best Buy on Twitter being all like, "We got your girl," because she kind of blew up initially
that's right.
because she was
Yeah.
in a Best Buy ad. This is the same
That's
girl.
right.
Riley,
They
and
use the
welcome to
same
Lab.
music.
Today, I'm
It's
here
the
to talk about
same
Microsoft
music.
Surface Pro 9 with the 13-inch
That's
touchscreen.
pretty awesome.
What's so great about this?
Oh, so it's so funny, and they, I think Best Buy pulled her from like Instagram or TikTok or something where she has quite a following there. So it's not like they just pulled her
Yeah.
out of nowhere. She is a
Yep,
content
yep.
creator and does have a
Yep.
following. But I thought that was really funny that all these people are like marketing at its finest. I'll walk into my local GameStop and see Greg. The last thing you see before you trade in your PS4 for $50 of in-store credit, right? So,
Oh,
if anything, these are just the funnies that I found throughout the week, and I wanted to share with you specifically, as well as the audience who's watching here, because I love video games, and I love it even more when the video game culture becomes funny.
it sure has been funny. It sure has.
So, thank you for indulging me with that. We'll talk about a couple more serious topics now. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Aaron.
So this is something that you actually brought to my attention kind of shortly after we ended our last episode last week. And this is on OpenAI's website about the Walt Disney Company and OpenAI to reach an agreement to bring beloved characters from across Disney's brand to Sora. And in not so many...
God, Kingdom Hearts!
Oh my goodness, what?
God!
In not so many words, you
Whoa!
want to explain to me what that means?
I could try. I mean, basically, like, this is one of those, like, agreements where guys in suits sat down in a meeting and they hashed out the details, and the cogs are working hardcore.
The cogs. Not the
They're
cogs.
at it again. Oh, man. But basically, long story short, this is a 3-year agreement. If you don't know what Sora is, then you probably don't know what AI is. If you really don't know what Sora is,
Sora is an extension of AI. AI is, AI is such a broad cloud. Like it's a broad
really is.
umbrella term. Like
Yeah.
ChatGPT is like the think tank. It's the generative ideas and talking to you. Whereas Sora is make video.
That,
simple as that.
May or may not look good, but
Usually doesn't.
usually doesn't. But basically, Sora is going to be able to generate these videos that feature over 200 of these like Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars characters that can be viewed and shared by fans and available to stream on Disney Plus. They affirm a shared commitment to responsible use of AI that protects the safety of users and the rights of creators. I mean, to me, it's a lot of jargon, but Disney's also going to be a major customer and investor in OpenAI, using their APIs to build products, tools, experiences, not only for Disney Plus, but also like deploying ChatGPT for its employees. And it involves a $1 billion equity investment into OpenAI, and they can also purchase additional equity. So the mouse has a lot of power now, so to speak. And that's pretty much the rundown version of this deal. It's very weird to see a company like Disney like really going, balls to the walls with AI in this manner. But that's kind of what they're doing. And it was all over my headlines when I was like when the news came out. So because we come from like the childhood of Disney games, and now they're supporting
AI slop.
the company that is responsible for basically all of AI and like entertainment and our lives. So it's something.
What essentially happened is that all these people started using Sora or whatever other AI video development generative applications to create Disney characters anyway. And there was so many copyright infringements literally all over the web that Disney decided to step in, and instead of just shutting it all down, they went, we can profit from this. So now every single time you generate something Disney, Walt Disney Company gets a little bag because, hey, they got some stake in the company now. So they literally saw this as an opportunity to make more money, right? And then just use that as a branch off point to say, now we can like create AI generated stuff and put it on Disney Plus, which means We don't have to pay licensing to anyone. We don't have to pay for actors, or we don't have to pay for directors, writers, voice actors. We don't have to pay for anything. All we need to do is pay Charlie here, and he's going to sit down at the computer and typed in a few prompts and hit enter, and it's right there on the service, right? And maybe
quality content.
Quality content. Oh gosh, it's so bad. If you've already watched any AI generated content, it lacks soul.
Unfortunately, I have.
I mean, you can't avoid it. If you scroll through TikTok or YouTube Shorts or wherever, even on like
or if you
Twitter,
watch your television monitor and see Coca-Cola pop up. I'm just gonna, you know.
Oh, that's an egregious one. That one was so bad. There's another company
or
that did a really bad one. The McDonald's one was so bad as well.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Yeah. Can we stop? It's at
sloppy.
Some point this is a bubble that's going to burst, and the only reason why people keep saying that is because all of these big tech giants that are funding it are basically just taking the same couple few billions to trillions of dollars and recycling it within themselves. That's all they're doing. It's not trickle down economics. It is literally like NVIDIA giving money to OpenAI, who's giving money back to Google, who's giving money to this person, and then it goes back to the Walt Disney Company, who's now giving money back to AI, and it's just all circling around.
And I am so excited to see it all manifest in person at CES 2026, when every single banner across the Las Vegas Strip has something to do with AI.
It's a buzzword. I mean, half of it isn't even AI, but like. The AI that truly is the AI that we're talking about, the generative AI, the ChatGPT AI, the Groks, the Geminis, that's what's endangering us, right? Did you ever see Eddie Burback's video about how he let AI control his life for a week?
No.
Oh, it's such a good watch.
I'm so sorry.
Essentially, Eddie Burback goes on ChatGPT and he makes up one lie. And he goes, I was the smartest baby in 1996. And ChatGPT says, no, you weren't. And he goes, actually, I was. And then that's all it takes for ChatGPT to go, you know what? You're right. You are. I'm sorry for doubting you, right? If you're so sure, it must be true. And off of that, it came this wild wave of making him like eat baby food and wear diapers and go hide out in a trailer in the middle of a desert, and then go from Airbnb to Airbnb and turn off his phone and remove the tracking in it and start worshiping a rock. I'm not kidding. It's insane. All because he would ask ChatGPT, what do you think of this? What should I do next? And ChatGPT literally, unpromptedly, convinced him he was being followed and tracked by like government officials because he was the smartest baby in 1996 and they wanted his power.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is insane. And it's like, when a normal person talks to ChatGPT, you might get a little bit of that influencing where you say something and ChatGPT goes, you're so smart, you're so right, And that's kind of what it's programmed to do. It's not programmed to actually make you smarter. It is programmed to keep you using it. And you're going to keep using it if it agrees with you and if it makes you feel good about using it. So no matter what you tell it, deep down, it will rarely, if ever, disagree with you. And so for a normal person, maybe we get that a little bit of like, oh, hey, I feel pretty good. I said something right and the computer agreed with me. But you get somebody who's genuinely psychotic or has some mental health issues, and this is a snowball to destruction. And now it's all over the Disney Channel. Yay!
The mouse is pleased, I guess.
I might watch a few too many AI videos. Not videos made by AI, but videos about AI. I like to keep up with the social trends and the social economic structure and how it's crumbling.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. But Eddie Burback made a great video. Summary. I highly recommend it. It's very good. So, unfortunately,
that sounds insane. I will not be watching.
It's so good. It's a good video. It's funny. Cuz like he's self-aware about it, right? Like he's just doing it for the sake of doing it. And he's like, this is kind of dangerous. Like if I were to die, no one would find me.
Oh my god.
So, anyway, I'm a little anti-AI. I apologize to those ChatGPT lovers.
No, you don't.
I don't apologize to you. Do a little research, figure out why they actually made this, and it's not for your convenience. It's definitely not. Almost everything in business is made to make money. And if you haven't figured it out by now, the most valuable
They're all just
product.
pawns.
Yeah, the most valuable product is the human attention. Everything is made to keep your attention for longer. Every social
This thing
media.
was made to keep my attention for longer.
I saw a statistic today. Teenagers, kids who are between 14 and 18 right now, the average screen time they use on their phone per day. Do you want to take a guess?
Per day,
Per day.
18 hours.
That's a lot. It's 8.5
Whoa,
hours,
buddy,
but that is
8.5.
still concerning because I mean they're supposed to sleep for 8 hours. They're supposed to be in school for 8 hours. That only leaves 8 hours left of their day for everything else, and it seems like every single second of that is held by their phone. If I were to pick up my phone and look at my average screen time, which I do use my phone quite a bit, I think everybody does. But I am thankfully on the lower end, and I didn't realize how much of a lower end. Do you want to do a fun experiment with me, Michael? Do you know how to look
I
up
already
your...
know what you're gonna say.
Do you know what your
let me-
screen time is?
It's probably embarrassing. Let's see. It's okay. It says my daily average is 6.5 hours, which is down 16% from last week.
It's down, and that's good.
Yeah, my total screen time total. Well, sometime I've made it where like my phone screen will sometimes stay on if I put my phone down without like automatically turning off because it got annoying. So that's why my total screen time is up to like 25 hours, like total across the past week so far. But like, yeah, my
I'm
my
at an
screen time is
hour
down.
and 43. That's what it is. That's my average per day, hour 43, which is probably
Yeah.
still more than it should be.
Oh,
but
mine is more than it should be, probably.
I think
but
everybody's is more than it should be, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's totally
Chat,
fair.
let us know in the comments.
Right now, let
you
me know what your average screen time is down in the comments. If it's under 8.5 hours, then you're below the average. Congratulations. But if it's higher than that, maybe save yourself the embarrassment.
If it's under 10 hours, go grab yourself some celebratory, quesadillas or something.
By ordering it on the Taco Bell app, right? Like that.
Code Megasnoop.
Code Megasnoop, right? All right, let's talk about something real, something cool, and let's talk about the Game Awards. You were there, right?
I was there, PogChamp.
How was the
Yeah.
experience of being there?
Well, it's a double-edged sword because I was a seat filler, and this year I got up more times than I ever have in past years to let people fill in their seats.
So what does a seat filler do? What exactly is like your job there?
Do you not know like what a seat filler is?
The idea is if somebody gets up to use the bathroom or something, you go take their seat. But it's like, what does that look like? Do you stand in the back and like somebody comes in and tags you in? Do you have to like look for a seat and when it's empty, you go sit in it? Like what does that do?
It's a person that fills in an empty seat like during an event. So there was one point where I filled in an empty seat, and then the person came back and was like, "Oh yeah, this is my seat, thank you," because they were on stage earlier, like presenting for like this thing. So
like,
basically,
were you sitting in anyone famous seat?
Well, I guess I technically was because the dude came in like after the Street Fighter cast was like on stage.
Ooh.
I couldn't immediately recognize who it was. It wasn't like Jason Momoa or anything.
What do you mean
like,
it wasn't Jason Momoa? Come on, Michael.
It was someone dressed in like red attire. If I were to dissect it, I could probably figure out exactly who it was. But basically, you're a volunteer attending award shows to make it look like there's a full house while people are still like getting in.
Because it like technically is a full
seats.
house, but it can't be a full house at every given moment because those people have their seats as well.
Exactly. And then also like it was actually the event legit was at capacity this year, like 5,000 plus people, and yeah, there was one point where like I had my seat filled and they were like, "All right, go to the lobby," and I went to the lobby and there was a group of like 30 people and we were all just standing there, and the award show was happening, and we were all just standing there. And we couldn't get let back in, and I got lucky by getting back in, but like yeah, it was kind of a mess from a seat filler perspective, and it's never been a mess.
Mm.
But I recognize that seat filling is also a privilege.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like being able to like hop around and actually see the show without paying money for it when people pay hundreds of dollars, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
The show itself was pretty solid. I would grade it a B rank.
I think most people did. The people who didn't were the ones that are like, what do you mean they didn't announce insert game that I specifically wanted here?
Yeah, Twitter was all like, this was the worst Game Awards ever. And
They say that every year.
Yeah. But they did have some pretty awesome announcements this year. They had some moments where the crowd was genuinely hype, as if it was like E3. They talked about Leon's appearance in Resident Evil Requiem,
which they held secret for so long. Nobody expected him to be in that.
I played Resident Evil Requiem on stream. I had no idea that Leon was like going to be in there.
It's like apparently he takes up a major part of the game too. All the trailers and everything, and all the gameplays that they've been showing has been like early game stuff before Leon comes in and takes over.
Oh yeah, and then the weird statue in the Mojave Desert had to do with Larian Studios' Divinity getting a new game. So
yeah, and
that
it's
was
like
pretty cool.
I saw that. I'm gonna be honest. I was not a fan. I know that it's
that
supposed to be.
Trailer was disturbing.
It was disgusting. I didn't want to see that. I was watching that on stream, and I was like, ew, 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 oh. And it's like I know that's what they're going for. I'm not the target audience for that. That's for sure.
Nope. But you still had to watch it.
Unfortunately.
Still had to watch it.
But
Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is coming out. It's a new single-player game in the Star Wars universe. That's pretty hype.
And like my hot take is that's what they should have ended on. That's what their final announcement should have been, instead of what it was. Do you want to jump right into that and talk about that? Their final announcement. I don't know if this is in order or not.
I don't think it's in order, but Mega Man Dual Override was like near the end, and that was like pretty exciting.
That was pretty hype because this was like
down. Yeah, if you scroll down past it, it'll say what the final.
Yeah, this was the final one. Was High Guard.
It was High Guard, a new first-person shooter from a team of former Apex Legend developers called Wildlight Entertainment. But it's like, Okay.
So they said that it was the people who made Apex Legends and Titanfall, and people were like, oh, maybe it's a spiritual successor to Titanfall, because the Titanfall 2 lovers are loud and proud, and Titanfall 2 is actually a pretty darn good game. And a lot of them felt that they were robbed never getting a Titanfall 3. It would have been great to see a spiritual successor. And instead, it's another live service game. And this is going to be a huge gamble, as every live service game is. Fact of the matter is, I don't know if this is a battle royale or a hero shooter. I think a lot of people were telling me it's a hero shooter. I couldn't even tell that from like the trailer. It's not explaining enough of what the game is. Like, what am I trying to play here? And with it being live service, it requires players to survive, and if it doesn't have that, it's going to fail immediately. As opposed to a single-player game where you can pick it up at any point in time. It could be 10 years down the road, and you could say, oh, I missed that game, let me buy it and keep it in my like backlog until I have a moment for it, or finally pick it up because it's on sale. And that's just what single players have over live service. Live service games have such a high ceiling for how much money they can make, but it's only the top % of live service games that do that. More often than not, there are more live service games that fail than succeed. And it is crazy that they're still trying to push these, because I feel like maybe it's just the realm of the internet I'm in. I feel like live service games are not in demand right now. People do not need another game that they have to constantly put every single second of their time into and make it feel like it's a chore. People do like having a variety of games. They can go play Peak with their friends for a little bit, and then they can hop onto their single-player game and then go play one of their few live service games if they want to rank up their battle pass in Valorant or Fortnite or something like that. But there's too many of these top dogs competing for everybody's attention that there isn't enough attention to go around. And I just feel like this is doomed to fail. I could be absolutely wrong. Maybe it'll do great, but in my eyes, this is one of those that's going to end up doomed to fail. If anything, it's going to be mid-tier.
Time will tell.
It is not going to reach the heights of Valorant or League of Legends or Fortnite or anything like that. It is.
I guess they should rebrand to low guard.
Have a mid guard.
Mid guard.
That's a place.
That's a place in a fictional world. Anyways, what else do we got?
But you
Yeah,
were right with the
was
Mega
hype.
Man. This could have been like a
Yeah.
big announcement at the end, because when was the last time that you remember seeing a Mega Man? Like a brand new Mega Man, not like a Mega Man
A
collection
brand
or anything
new
like that.
has been a minute.
It's
for
been a
sure
hot
been
minute.
Yeah. No, that's a 2027 release, so
So it's going to be a little
games are
bit of time
subject to
before that.
change. Yep.
But
Phantom Blade Zero finally has a launch date of September 9th, 2026, and I've demoed that game. It's actually pretty fun, so looking
Kung
forward
Fu
to it.
Punk.
I thought at first when the trailer started, I was like, isn't this Where Winds Meet? They literally like played the trailer for that earlier. Why is it playing again? Because it literally was the same thing where it's like the guy is carrying the baby. Suddenly you are the baby, and he's grown up like 30 years later. And I was like, this is literally Where Winds Meet, but now it's like Phantom Blade Zero. But like the game, the combat is still really good.
But didn't
so.
that one? Hold on, let me scroll around. Wasn't there like another game that had a guy and a baby in it? There was too many of these, man. Why are there so many babies in video games now?
I mean,
maybe I swear maybe Gang of Dragon had a baby in it. I'm not sure. No, it didn't.
I don't.
But there was a lot of them that had like babies in them. Why are there so many babies in games? But I did want to shout out Bradley the Badger.
Yes, sir.
That was one of the first things
game.
showed, and I was like, this is like the best thing I've seen the entire night.
No, literally.
I'm not even kidding. It is so imaginative. What it does, and I think it does well, is it does the same thing that the Hazelight Studio games do. You know, the It Takes Two and Split Fiction. So what those games do so well is they are at their core a platforming adventure game, but they mix in so many different genres for different sections, where they'll do like a first-person shooter or like a top-down, dungeon crawler, or they'll do a flight or like an SSX, right? The snowboarding. They mix in all sorts of different games into their game to give you such variety in the gameplay. And Bradley the Badger is doing the same thing, but single player instead of co-op. So it says
he's cute.
It was stages based on Cyberpunk, Bloodborne, and more.
Yep.
So I think that's brilliant, and we need to see more stuff like this in gaming.
It was a hilarious trailer. I'm a fan.
Also, I'm just a sucker for like bright lights and colors. You know, I love colors in my video games.
Yeah.
Okay, I do. Again, Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic was a huge draw. A lot of people were talking about that, but that's not set to come out until what, 2027?
Probably 7. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite a ways away. So it will be quite some time before we hear any more information about that.
They did also talk about the Galactic Racer game. That was really cool.
Where's that on here? I'm jumping all over the place, which is totally fine because it helps me remember what's in here, because there's definitely a few other things I want to shout out.
Tomb Raider has not one but 2 games. So
yeah, that surprised me. I knew that they were going to. Oh, here we go. Star Wars Galactic Racer. I know they were going to talk about, they were going to add Tomb Raider in. I did not expect 2 games.
I don't think anyone expected 2 games.
No, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, Star Wars Galactic Racer. At first, we thought it was going to be like pod racing, and it just turns out it's speeder racing, but that's still POG because you could add pod racers into it. But like my other hot take is that racing games should not be $70. Maybe it's just me, but I've played a lot of $70 games that have like very full, fleshed out stories and open worlds and replayability, and then I play like a racing game and I'm like, this is fun for 2 hours. Maybe that's just me. I think Sonic Racing Cross Worlds did really well with its fleshed out online and all of its offline different modes and stuff.
Now it's got like legend competitions and stuff.
It updated today. I don't even know what the update was, but it updated today. But like, there's too many of these racing games come out that are not necessarily full experiences, I should say. The only ones that I think maybe get a pass for that are like Forza or Gran Turismo, because they're supposed to be like realistic and put you into the driver's seat, like if you're actually driving, And so I totally get that. Those are almost more simulators than they are actual racing games.
Well, if you're tired of racing games, then look no further than the surprise Bandai Namco title that swooped in, Ace Combat 8: Wings of Thief, that a lot of my friends were really excited about.
Really?
For next year. Yeah, a lot of there were a lot of people that were like, "Oh my god, is that Ace Combat?" And they like
some people love
hyped.
this game. It is like the only thing they play. I've said it before. There is a video game for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are or what your taste is. There is a video game for everybody. Not every video game on this list is going to appeal to every person. And whenever you watch an awards show or like a showcase of games like a Nintendo Direct, a PlayStation State of Play, or even the Game Awards, you can't expect to be excited over every trailer. But every trailer is made to make somebody excited. And this is definitely shouting out the 50-year-old dads who are all like, I remember my time in the military and I used to fly a plane, and back in Nam, which doesn't line up because 50-year-olds wouldn't have been in Nam, but I do know the people who are like super into those realistic dogfights and those realistic battle simulators, and this absolutely is up their alley because of how well Ace Combat always does these. This is the 8th one. They're still making them.
They're still making them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were very excited for Total War Warhammer. Like, I am not an RTS. I've never been an RTS guy, but people were hyped about this apparently.
Oh, people in the crowd were hyped for this too. Like, trust me, that cinematic trailer was pretty good. What else?
There was more Hitman, where
Hitman.
I'll just say more Hitman. Soros, they got another trailer for that. That's just a Returnal kind of spiritual, not spiritual successor. It's more like a sequel, just under a different name. Lords of the Fallen. I thought this was actually going to be a Lord of the Rings game just by like the aesthetic of it.
People thought that too. I heard a couple people in the crowd be like, "Is this Lord of the Rings?"
It's just it was a little too fantasy, a little too like things were. It's weird to say things looked a little too unrealistic for it to be Lord of the Rings, but that's how it was. Lord of the Rings is still kind of grounded and doesn't have weird monsters like this, but yeah, no, I get it.
Well, 007 First Light brought in freaking Lenny Kravitz, which that was crazy. That was crazy to like see him on stage. Like that was wild. And he was literally dressed up in his full getup from the game. Like absolute cinema. That was pretty cool.
I was already excited for this game. It's on my list. I've got a list up here. March 27th, 007 First Light. Let me see if I can get that game.
It was nominated and lost very easily for Best Anticipated Game. So
the most anticipated game of the year going to Grand Theft Auto 6. Everybody saw it coming.
Never see it coming.
Marvel Rivals added Deadpool.
Diablo is getting
Roll my eyes at Diablo 4. This looked kind of cute. I don't think I'll play it, but it looked cute. It's another co-op game with the style of like old school anime.
They revealed the next character for Invincible versus
Forest 3.
There's the Tomb Raider games. They're remaking Laura's original 1996 adventure, and then they're making a brand new adventure. So
and this I'm really looking forward to as well, because it's like there's two of them. This is like literally a remake of the first one with the dinosaurs and Atlantis, and it looks good. And then a second one just a year later. Like, they are doubling up on this and making sure that we are fed for years to come. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So big thumbs up. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to those ones as well. There's a lot of games coming out. I'd love to cover all of them. Probably won't get to, but I'd love to. But then, of course, the one that stole the show, Lego Batman. Let's go! No, I don't know if it stole the show, but it's definitely one of the ones I'm most excited for.
People were looking forward to it, yeah.
And we got a release date that I didn't get a chance to put on my wall. But like, what is it? I was right though, by the way. You asked me last time. You said, "Do you think we're getting a release date?" And I said yes. And you said when? And I said between March and May.
Well, it's coming out May 29th. 2026.
And I was correct. That is May. I think I said May, and then I said sometime between March and May. And that is exactly when it's coming out.
Yeah. So,
So it's a little further down than some of these others, because everything I have up here is January through March. So I've got like Woolhaven, Escape from Ever After, Reanimal, Mouse PI for Hire, Resident Evil Requiem, and 007 First Light. All of that is January through March. That is a stacked lineup.
That is wild.
And then like right after that, March, April, May, Lego Batman. Again, if you know someone who knows somebody who can get a review copy, you let me know. Michael's good about that. He's always sending me links. I appreciate him. Dragon, I think looks good as like kind of a a mirror of Yakuza, but with a little bit more of a serious tone rather than the goofiness of the Yakuza series. And then Control got a sequel. I still need to play the first one, but I've heard great things about the first one. I own the first one. I just need to play it. It's there. I just got to install it and boot it up. It's there. But it's pretty good. So I don't know if you know anything about Control, but it's a fantastic game.
I've gotten a little bit of info on Control for sure. The presentation they had at the show was cool. People
oh yeah, for sure.
That was cool.
Then,
Exodus. Yep. Wizards of the Coast had a couple stuff they dropped. Resident Evil.
There's a big puzzle game. Resident Evil. We had Leon. What is Ontos? I think I wrote this one down because I thought this one looked really, really good. It's a spiritual successor to Soma, and it'll release in 2026. Like, I had an actual, like, thing written down. I wonder if I can, like... Yeah, I can. Okay, so this is my Game Awards cheat sheet of everything that I wrote down that either interested me or I thought was funny. So I like Bradley the Badger, Star Wars Fates of the Old Republic, Coven and the Chicken Foot I thought was funny. Ontos, definitely one of the ones I thought was interesting. Resident Evil Requiem, Lego Batman, Tomb Raider 007. Oh yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is free on the Epic Games Store, and you get a free chocolate frog for downloading it and playing it, which I still need to do. Star Wars Galactic Races, Miss Piggy had a song and it went really hard.
Yo, Ralph and Miss Piggy brought the house
It was
down.
so good!
Oh my god, like the crowd was loving it. I was loving it. Like, oh man. Kingdom Hearts mentioned at the Game Awards. It happened, guys. It happened. Ralph is my new favorite Muppet. He's my new favorite Muppet now. He's a real, down the beaten path guy.
Yeah, I mean, we can all relate, But this one, weirdly enough, is one of the ones that did stick out to me, is Coven of the Chicken Foot. Yeah. And it is brought to you by a studio headed by Bruce Straley, the former co-director of The Last of Us and Uncharted. Previous Naughty Dog person here who made a couple of my favorite games of all time. I thought it had a potential to be really good. Even if it is a couple of wacky, kooky characters, this could be something. And I'm calling it right now that this could be really good. So keep your eyes peeled for Coven of the Chicken Foot. It seems like one of those in the middle of the road, like like if you're watching a Nintendo Direct and just one of those in-between games that you're waiting for the next Mario to be announced. But no, this definitely could be something. So, and then isn't it weird that they got J.J. Abrams to create a co-op shooter? J.J. Abrams, and my chat was like, wait, that J.J. Abrams, like the Star Wars director J.J. Abrams? I'm like, yes, that J.J. Abrams. He went out on stage. And I was like, it's the same guy. So
Corporate wants to find you to find a difference between these two guys. They're the same guy. Oh, I did love the Pragmata trailer as well.
Oh yeah, and Pragmata. That's the game you've been shouting out, though, isn't it?
I have, but I'm shouting out the trailer because it's the in-theater experience of the soundtrack that I genuinely enjoyed. That you had to feel it in the theater to really.
You had to feel it shaking the walls.
Oh my god, was that an earthquake? What's happening?
You are in California, you never know.
I mean, you never know, yeah.
But Pragmata looks like it'll be really good. I mean, you've brought it up almost every single SpeedChat Plus for like the past month.
Like, it almost looks unrecognizable. Like, there's so much more to the game that I haven't even gotten into, so I'm excited.
And that's part of what makes these games so good, is that they just show you a sliver, and then when you get actually into the game, it's so much more.
Yeah.
So
good stuff.
Other than that, there's a lot of smaller games, and they paid a lot of money to be there, and good on them for doing so, because there's going to be an audience for some of these games.
And then they got washed out by the Claire Obscure Awards.
And you know what? I know a lot of people are upset that Claire Obscure won so many things. I'm not even upset. I'm all like, it's deserving. It was one of the best games of the year.
You have to play
Silk Song still won something, so it got its flowers.
It did.
But Claire Obscure was really just that good. And I still need to get it.
I still need to play it. I downloaded it on my Xbox. So.
You've got it downloaded. All you need to do is hit play. Sometimes the hardest part about playing a video game is just getting started. right? Once you
Yep.
get started and once you get into it,
100%.
it becomes a lot easier. But like that's what I do with Carly from time to time is that like I tell her there's a game she really needs to play. She's like, I should, but I don't know. I never have the time. So I'll sit her down and put a controller in her hand and start the game, and then she'll start playing it. Did that with Luigi's Mansion. I did that with Stray, and she ended up enjoying Stray at least. She loved Luigi's Mansion 3 though when I sat her down and played that one. So some good games out there. Definitely need to do that with this one too. I think Carly would really like this one. But right now she is in the middle of playing a furry game, and she was playing like a Post Malone zombie game earlier. I don't know. She's always playing funny games.
Well, speaking of award-winning games, Aaron, Mobile Game of the Year got the crowd cheering so loud. If you remember who won that one.
Musa Muime.
Amuse. It was Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Beating the likes of Persona, Destiny, Sonic Rumble, all of which were deserving of the award. But the crowd was particularly excited about the Horse Girls taking the win.
To be fair, that game did take everyone by storm when it came out in like June. It broke Steam in the sense of like it was the most played game on Steam for like the entire month, like easily.
It even beat out Wuthering Waves, which actually surprised everyone and took home Player's Voice. So
hold on, I actually have something up because I was I have this up for something we're gonna do later. But can you spell what is it? Musa?
Mm-mm.
How do you spell
Not
it?
Moosey. Don't say Moosey.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Uma what now?
Uma.
Yeah, UMA MUS UME.
I got it. All right. And here, I'll even share it on screen.
Oh my God, there's so many people still playing.
There are
the
people
game
playing
right
it.
now.
15,000 people playing it right now to 16,000 peak. 87,000 all-time peak 5 months ago. It literally broke Steam when it first came out. At 85, yeah, it's like in July, 80,000 people were playing it. And that is literally like... those are unheard of numbers, by the way. And this is only Steam. These are Steam charts. This is not mobile.
Correct.
There's even more people playing on mobile. Because the mobile game market is what, 3 times the size of all other gaming markets combined? As far as money goes, at least. As far as revenue goes. But yeah, no, literally, this is... If you have never heard of this game... Don't feel bad, but just know it is very popular. There's a reason why it won. The only reason why it dipped in December is because I think it was taken offline for a little bit. They had an update or something.
They literally, like, in the bio up there at the top, you can see winner of best mobile game. They already updated.
They know.
Like, they already knew they were ready. They had the guy at the laptop ready to update that. Yeah, so... I don't know. I feel like just because of the fact that they won, like, I feel like I am, like, obligated by streamer law to, like, sit down and stream the game. So maybe we will. I don't know.
Okay.
I tried to play it.
I need you to make a list right now of, like, the next 5 games you're going to stream. I need you to sit down, and I need you to go, okay, tomorrow I'm playing this. The next day I'm playing this. The next day I'm playing this.
Some games that I want to play immediately are Clair Obscura Expedition 33. Maybe Uma Musume. I definitely want to try South of Midnight as well. That's another narrative game, but like very excited about it.
Was that one of the ones that was Games for Impact?
Yes, it was. It was also nominated for accessibility, but I think Doom: The Dark Ages ended up.
It did, yeah.
And then Arc Raiders won Best Multiplayer Game. Actually, I did not think it would.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy it did. It's nice to see something new come up and not be like Battlefield or Call of Duty. Thank God Call of Duty wasn't even like nominated for anything.
Yeah, I have enjoyed demoing Arc Raiders. I really need to play it. So soon TM, that will also be a game I stream. Just so many good games. And then Marvel Rivals is doing their like new first anniversary event, and
it's been a year already.
I dabbled with it. Yeah, I know. I've dabbled with it in LA, and now I want to like play it, hop on. So yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm keeping you from that.
How dare you? But no. Great games for sure. Yeah, and on the Steam page for the Game Awards, you can actually even like scroll all the way down, and it'll show you like games from the past like nominees
Oh,
of like the Game
nice.
Awards, which is really cool. So if you missed out on like, I don't know, Nier Automata or like Red Dead Redemption 2, which got absolutely robbed by God of War in 2018, then
It
yeah, you
did. I
can
know. I know. Listen,
trust me. Hey,
Red Dead
I know
Redemption
my
2
Game
is
Awards lore.
probably one of the best video games of all time. Just putting it out there, simply put. But I did love God of
Yeah.
War. I did enjoy. I played both of them. I enjoyed both of them. God of War is a good 9 out of 10. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good 10 out of 10. That's just how the
Yep.
numbers are.
That's just how they work.
That's
But
just
that
how it
was the
works.
Game Awards 2025.
Yay!
And now we have to wait 6 months before Summer Game Fest for more cool games.
I mean, like, there's already a lot of cool games coming out. I just told you my
Oh, yeah.
list, right? So, like,
Yep.
let me reformat this in order. Woolhaven, January 22nd. A day later is Escape from Ever After, which is another Paper Mario like, allegedly one of the best Paper Mario likes to come out since Bug Fables. So I'm really looking forward to that. February 13th is Reanimal, co-op game. So hey, if you need someone to play with, you know, like,
Hey.
make it work. February 27th, Resident Evil Requiem. March 19th, Mouse PI for Hire, and then March 27th, 007 First Light. A lot of games coming out, a lot to look forward to.
100%.
What's on your
Really
list,
looking
Michael?
forward.
What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, like some of the games we just mentioned for sure. I am like really interested in, and then also some of the games that came out from like some of the other showcases during the Game Awards that we like even co-streamed. Like Big Hops comes out January 12th, the cute little frog game, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got like the nice little like design, and that was a cute game that is like right around the corner. Um, I've gotten emails for games like Rock Beasts and Unmi and Stretchmancer looks pretty cool. Just a lot of these indie games really just once again highlighting that like the indie scene really is like on top of its game right now.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Indie
in a
games are
very
even better than
tumultuous like
many AAAs. I would take an indie game over any live service game right now. Easily. Easily.
mhm. Yeah, 100%.
I
So,
care more for a game that cares about my time rather than a game that's trying to sell my time. You know? Or I guess buy my time. You know what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, but lots to look forward to. So I'm excited.
well, if anything, you want to wrap up our time here with a fun little game?
I'm down for a game.
All right. So this is it's a little interesting because I did say it had something to do with the Steam charts, right? In a moment here,
Yeah.
I'll be sharing my screen with the viewers, and you can already see what I'm doing, and you kind of see what I'm up to here.
I see what you're up to, and I'm questioning why.
Because it all comes together. I promise. If for some reason you're new here,
What in the
Michael and I
video
both
games
have
multiverse is this?
we have a long history of playing a game called Toontown. And if I were to hop on Toontown right now, which I have, I wanted to see something kind of quirky. Do you know how many people are playing Toontown Rewritten right now? Just take a guess. Give me a number.
I'm gonna guess at 2,500.
That's a little high. I love your optimism, but it's a little closer to 1545.
1,500.
When I was on earlier, it was 1505 or something like that. So it's been pretty consistent all
Yeah.
evening long. Do you know what the highest amount of players that Toontown Rewritten has had at one time is?
I feel like it's over 6,000.
It's so we'll say it's about 6,000. Let's just say 6,000 as a fun little cutoff. So
Okay.
with those numbers in mind, I'm gonna turn off the audio here so that we're not hearing it in the background, right? I am going to give you a little game where we're first going to guess which of these games have had a higher or lower peak player count than Toontown Rewritten.
Bet I'm ready.
Because this truly, if anything, shows the power of Toontown. The amount of people still playing it to this day, and how many people loved it. For Toontown Rewritten, not even Toontown Online, Toontown Rewritten peak player count of 6,500. I want you to guess, and these are all on Steam. First of all, Concord should be a slam dunk. Do you think Concord had a higher peak player count than Toontown Rewritten?
Listen, It came into my head. Concord popped up in my head, and I was like,
That's
I don't
why I
wanna
had
say
it's a slam dunk. Come on.
I don't want to say it because it's mean and rude, and then you said it, and now it's different. Oh my god. I didn't want to say it, so you said it instead.
I said it for you. Concord, higher or lower than Toontown Rewritten? Lower. He's correct. Concord had a max player count on Steam of 697. Almost 10%. Just a little more than 10% of what Toontown Rewritten had. Kind of crazy, right?
Next.
All right. Next one. We have a single player game. So this makes it a little interesting because peak player count you wouldn't know because they don't show who's all playing at the same time. But I'm guessing it was about the time it came out, right? Yooka-Laylee from 2016. Do you think it had a higher peak player count than Toontown Rewritten?
I mean, my only question is like, what, all time or like a certain time range?
It's
when it came
the
out?
peak player count. So amount of people playing at one time. It might have been when it first came out. It might have been when it went on sale. Who knows?
Well, I guess I'll just go on a limb and say it higher.
It is higher, but only by barely. Yooka-Laylee from 2016 had a peak player count of 6,508. So
Dang.
6,508 people played Yooka-Laylee at the same time.
All right, I'm still right though.
You're still right. You got them going. All right, next we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered from the 2016. Keep in mind, when this came out, you could only get it by buying the hardened edition of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which was $80. This didn't become a standalone title until a year after. So it had some players, but it wasn't like as much as the normal Call of Duties in the tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands. So specifically on Steam, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, higher or lower peak player count than Toontown Rewritten?
Lower.
It is higher, but only by barely. It might even be comparable because its peak player count was 6,075. So truthfully, it's probably pretty close.
Toontown Rewritten peak player.
You're not going to get... Listen, I tried Googling that earlier. It tells you it's like 70,000. It's not true. I don't know where it's pulling these numbers from.
Google says 456 players, so I don't know where you got 7,000.
456 players isn't even right either. There's 1,500 online right now.
But one of the searches, the post apparently doesn't exist, but one of the searches is from the Toontown Rewritten Facebook that says Toontown's peak population today was 6,134.
Oh, so maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'll give you
Technically-
that. Michael wins on a technicality. We'll give it to him.
I went on research. That's what I went on.
What was that number again? Say it one more time.
6,134. Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Because I remembered it being over like 6K during like Storm Cellbot or like other.
Yeah, that was it. It was
like
during
that.
Storm Cellbot 2015. I remember.
Part of me
that.
was like, oh, did it ever like get over 8K? But I don't think.
No,
it did.
it's it glitched one time where it was counting players coming online but wasn't counting them go offline. And so that's when it was going 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. People are like, there's so many people online. And every district was full, but nobody was actually on the game. That was kind of funny. I remember when that happened.
I also remember when that happened. So that, like, they literally made a whole, like, blog post about it, I think. But yeah.
We got two more, though. We got two
6K.
more. And then we're going to shift up the rules of the game a little bit.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So do you know what King of Meat is?
I very much know what King of Meat is, and that one is definitely going to be higher.
You think King of Meat is higher peak player than Toontown Rewritten?
I think so, unless it's probably because of like maybe it being more Epic Games or like Xbox oriented, which is why maybe the Steam count is so low. But that is like a survival game show thing that I also like got my hands on at Summer Game Fest a while back, and that game took off. But my guess is that maybe on Steam, by this way that you're like asking the question, it might have been way lower on Steam versus other platforms.
It is way lower on Steam. It is 320.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
no one plays it on Steam. Got it.
No one plays it on Steam. Nobody really played it a whole lot at all, right?
Until the streamers swept in. And
I don't even think the streamers swept in and saved it, because everywhere I look, it only says they were expecting it to reach 100,000 players. Everywhere I see it's 320, 246. Apparently, it was not doing well. Its gross revenue was 179,000. Is that what it is? But it only sold 9,810 units. It is a flop. They made a Mr. Beast video promoting it.
I was gonna say I watched that Mr. Beast video. So it's pretty wild that
that game
actually
flopped
so hard. Yeah.
All right, now this is the last one for peak player count. Okay.
All right.
Higher or lower? Old school RuneScape.
How would it be lower?
Because you'd be surprised how close it is. On Steam. On Steam specifically.
I don't know. I'm still gonna. I'll still go for it. I feel like it's got to be a little bit higher, but I could be wrong.
It is a little bit higher. You are right.
Okay.
By about 13. 6,151.
That's crazy.
Okay, but
I got them all right.
You did get them all right. Congratulations.
And now
Let's
you're
go.
gonna change the rules.
We're going to change the rules because now we're changing it to, and you can see the number right here. There's 1,521 players right now. We're going to look at games that are higher or lower this very moment.
Okay, 15, 25, 15, 20. Okay, I got you. I'm ready.
All right, and the first one we have, once again, is old school RuneScape.
Oh, so
right now,
point of clarity, like that includes the game that you bring up, right? Like the amount of players right now.
The amount of players right now. I have the Steam chart up. How many people are playing old school RuneScape on Steam this very second? Is it more or less than the 1,523 on Toontown Rewritten?
More.
It is less. I'll even show you here.
Much?
There are 1,356 players right now on old school RuneScape.
More in the past 24 hours.
More in the past 24 hours, but as of right now, look here, I'll share it, right? We've got 1,356 on Steam charts, 1,517 on Toontown Rewritten. Isn't that crazy?
Toontown superiority.
Dude, Toontown be popping off.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get back to the let me get back to the actual list, because I had a few that I was like searching it by like current right now, and I was netting some interesting results, to say the least. I was all like, wait, that game's got more? Wait, that game's got less? All right, most played games, current, and you know how many pages I have to go down? There's 89 total pages of games. In order to hit 1514 that is on Toontown Rewritten, I only need to go 5 pages deep. Toontown Rewritten would be on the first 5 pages of Steam for player count if it was counted through Steam. All right. Wow. So 1525. How many people do you think, higher or lower, are currently playing Portal 2?
Lower.
It is lower, but just by barely. Portal 2 currently has, I just had it, where was it? It was about 1,400 playing Portal. Here it is, 1,474 playing Portal 2.
Wow.
All right.
Very cool.
Higher or lower, Red Dead Redemption Online.
Lower.
Red Dead Redemption Online is higher, just barely, at 1,538. Just barely.
Oh my god!
It is
like
literally
10
just
more
barely.
players than Toontown. That's insane.
We're getting really close and nitty gritty with it. All right.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Next one.
Higher or lower, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from what is that?
Lower.
4 years ago. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is higher at 1,692.
Wow. Okay.
So it's kind of crazy to see how many people are like, how Toontown Rewritten is competing with these other games. Higher or lower, the new Star Wars Battlefront 2. like the 2018 Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Steam.
Lower?
It is lower. There are less people playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 at 1263. There's 300 more people on Toontown Rewritten. All right, we'll do one more, and this is one of the ones that was actually nominated for Best Mobile Game, so we're going to go Steam specifically. Persona 5 The Phantom X. Higher or lower?
I'm going to go on a whim and say higher, but it's probably wrong.
It is just lower at 1328.
All right. The Game Awards didn't give the boost that much.
Not that much, but I love looking at these. Just seeing all of these games that are just so right around Toontown Rewritten. You know, Borderlands 3 is just about lower. Detroit Become Human, barely higher. Celeste is always being played. There's always people playing Celeste. Goose Duck, barely higher. Duck. But that's what Toontown Rewritten is competing with. That's how popular Toontown Rewritten is. A lot of these are like just really popular single player games. Like a lot of people playing Marvel Spider-Man 2. But there's like a good amount of like multiplayer games up here that, you know, their player count is comparable to Toontown.
Yeah.
And even
how many people are playing Claire Obscure?
Let's
if you
find
go to page 1.
Claire Obscure. Right now, 31,000.
Wow.
Game of the year, all right. Dang, you could see right around here too, the big uptick right after the 13th, because it was Game Awards was the 11th. Yeah. So it's like right after it won Game of the Year, boop, 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 all the way up. And yeah, so the all-time player count though, 145,000 7 months ago, and that puts into perspective how popular this game was and how good of a game it was. So,
man.
I hope you enjoyed the game. That was something that I came up with while I was sleeping.
That was a good one. that was a good one. Well done.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, that's our episode of Speed Chat Plus. I hope you guys enjoyed. Unless there's anything else Michael wants to touch upon.
Play games.
Now, what's your weekly game shout out, Michael? Anything you've been playing recently, or you want to shout out that other people should check out if they haven't?
I've been playing not as many games because I've been traveling, but
you went from the Game Awards to visiting family, and you only got back last night. You've been home less than 24 hours.
That's right. I've done a couple sponsorships for Where Winds Meet. If you're into open world MMOs, check that one out. It's got like a really cool like open world, like ancient China, 10th century kind of setting, and it's pretty cool. There's like lots of different weapons. Literally, the Steam database says 62,701 people are playing this game right now.
That's incredible! Wow.
With 115K 24-hour peak, 250,000 all-time peak 25 days ago.
That's crazy.
The game has actually been doing so well. There's a big community around it, and the reviews are like 89% positive. So
nice.
Yeah, go check out Where Winds Meet. It's also under the NetEase Games umbrella, so go check it out.
Nice.
That's my shout out.
My shout out is the Outbound Ghost. That is the most recent game I've been playing through in my Paper Mario clones, Paper Mario likes. It is, of all the Paper Mario clones, probably the weakest of the more popular ones, but that doesn't mean it's not like bad, or it doesn't mean it's not good. It doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. I think the combat in it is fun. Like, it has a very unique combat system because it has way more characters with way more abilities than most of the Paper Mario games and clones do. But it just happens to be lacking in like characters and story. But the combat itself is pretty unique and fun because as opposed to most Paper Mario games, you get Mario and then their one buddy, right? That's usually what it is. So you have 2 versus whoever you're going against. Bug Fables has 3. You have the 3 main characters. In in the Outbound Ghost, you have 4. And you can swap between, you get like 9 or 10 of them that you can all swap between with their different abilities. And it makes for a really complex, really unique system. So Outbound Ghost, it is an okay game. Not great, but okay.
Click save on that one, y'all.
If I were to recommend other ones before that, I would definitely say play Bug Fables first. That one is fantastic. Born and Bred is even pretty good too. And then I'm really excited for Escape from Ever After. They said they were going to give me a code for review, and so fingers
I
crossed.
got emailed from them as well, so
Did
that
ya?
game did look interesting as well. Yeah.
If you've played the demo, which I have, very good. If you have a moment, play the demo.
There you go.
But that's going to be it from us.
That's
Thank you
it.
guys for watching. Let us know what your game of the year was. Let us know what you know about the Game Awards. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. We're at 100 subscribers. Let's keep that going. Let's keep on growing. You know, our last
Let's
one
do it.
actually had like had some views. I wonder if I can bring this up real quick.
Yay!
Because
go.
like I was talking to you about it during the actual video where I was all like, yeah, I have an idea for a thumbnail and a title, and you can see that one did kind of better than the last couple of them here, where the last couple was, 50 and 30, and then this one had like 160. And I was like, okay,
Nice.
yeah, all right, I kind of know what I'm doing. We'll get there. It's not as much as the
We'll get
Toontown
there.
one that had 1,000, but we'll get back there soon
well.
enough. Thank you guys for
Soon
watching,
TM.
though. Soon TM. Just subscribe now. You'll be one of the first 1,000. You didn't get to be part of one of the first 100, but you'll get to be part of the first 1,000. So
That part.
there you go.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
Keep gaming. Bye.